Our winner for the Athletics and Running Club of the Year is Blackheath and Bromley. So round of applause for Blackheath and Bromley. So a little bit of an overview, and it says here 150 years that it's been in existence. So I haven't got 115 minutes literally to say what they're all about. So in a very bite-sized mode, the club has been in existence for 150 years and has evolved into a model club in our sport with robust structures in place. A key focus on building relationships with key stakeholders to ensure the sustainability of the club is evident. And the cohort of well-known athletes, and I couldn't name all of them, I'm sure you know who they are, at all levels and disciplines, is a testament to what the club offers and to its successes. Congratulations for being the recipient of the Club of the Year award, and I would like to show a video. So on that note, before I have the Q&As. Brilliant video. I enjoyed that. Could we do a rewind? That would be great, but I know we're up against it with time. So can I invite Nick Corey to receive this award and ask a few questions, please?
Hi, Donna. Thank you very, very much. We are really honoured as a club. Thank you so much.
Hi, Nick. Yeah, amazing stuff. Now, Blackheath and Bromley, my goodness, you're going from strength to strength. And I remember speaking at one of your club dinners a few years back, and just that sense of community was just absolutely amazing. What is next for Blackheath and Bromley? Can you hear?
I'm really sorry, I couldn't hear any of that, Donna. I'm afraid. I think you did mention the club dinner, and you were a great speaker at that, and I'm really sorry that we can't have one of those this year.
Oh, never mind. I'll just repeat the question. I was just saying your club. Can you hear me now?
I can.
Ah, brilliant. I was just saying your club's going from strength to strength. What is next for Blackheath and Bromley?
Well, I think what the pandemic has done for our club has prompted a lot of inward reflection, and therefore a period of growth. And we've really grown as a community this year. It's really bound us together, young and old, far and wide. And we are, like everybody, I'm sure, exploring new ways of enjoying our sport together. And that's been a fantastic period of growth for us. And it's been great also to be able to reflect on the long history we have, but also, explore those connections that we have with clubs around us, both in the region, but also nationally. So we've really, really enjoyed this year for that.
Brilliant stuff. And we know you've got some famous members in your club, but it's not about hierarchy in your club, and I could absolutely sense that. So how do you manage just to keep everyone engaged and involved and being part of that family atmosphere?
We really have a very good community cohesion within the club, and that goes, along a lot of levels. We've worked extremely hard on social media and connection virtually for everybody. We have a regular get together, if you like, on a Wednesday night, which has been happening for over 100 years at this club, and we've managed to continue that through the pandemic, and people have really rallied around that, but also really enjoyed the kind of ad hoc production that we have done as well. So that's really kept us all together very much as a club, looking out for each other. As I've heard, similar sentiments from other clubs, like the Dash Club, etc. I'm sure everyone is feeling the same kind of things in this pandemic.
Definitely. And just one final question. Fingers crossed we do get some competition up and running as we know it, as it were. What are you most looking forward to as a club in 2021?
Well, I think I'm a celebrity finishes before 2021, but obviously Holly's doing very, very well in that. But no, of course, the thing that we really are hopeful for and looking forward to are the Olympics, and hopefully they can be on next year. And if we have that, then hopefully that'll be a celebration for all of the sport. But it would be lovely to see Dina do very, very well at those championships. So that's something to look forward to, if they can defeat this virus and get us all out there competing again.
Fantastic. Well, Nick, congratulations to you and the rest of the entire club at Blackheath and Bromley, and here's to another 150 years. Congratulations.
Thank you very, very much, everybody, for this award. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
The runner-up in this category has been coaching for nearly 30 years. He started in 1992 and coaches middle distance up to marathon. I'm informed that he encourages other athletes to join his sessions, which has helped to enrich the group. He works very well with other coaches to benefit his athletes and allows newly qualified coaches to work alongside him to develop their skills. I understand that he's also a track judge. And it's David Liston is the runner-up from Blackheath and Bromley. Congratulations, David.
Hello, Tony. Thank you very much.
Well done, David. Pleasure to meet you. Just a few questions. How did you get into the sport originally?
Like a lot of parents, I guess, I was stood on the rails watching my kids, and a coach at the track, Andy Frankish, said, "Why don't you go on a coaching course?" Mm-hmm. Which was duly arranged, and sort of 30 years later, here we are.
Which is great. I mean, it happens to a lot of people, but the sport definitely needs this type of thing to happen, and it's just a continuing thing. What's your most rewarding experiences over the years?
Probably things like when parents have said to me that coming to training for their children has diverted them from things like street gangs, things like that, kept them on the straight and narrow. Or another parent quite recently told me that his boy felt more committed to his education because the youngsters he's talking to at the track are talking about GCSEs, A-levels, and it sort of inspired him again to get his head down, do his homework, and get some better results at school. So that's the rewarding part for me.
Yeah, I mean, I can identify that because, I mean, over the years, I've had some athletes that have gone on to higher education and done extremely well in life in general, as well as the sport. So I can understand that rewarding. But I understand you're looking to take a backward step.
Unfortunately, yes. I have some health problems. I'm shielding at the moment because I'm clinically vulnerable. But also cold weather causes me a lot of problems with my breathing. So it means that I can't coach trackside anymore. Well, I could in the summer, but when temperatures get down to about 10 degrees, I then start to suffer. Okay. So we've had to call it a day. I'm sorry to hear that.
I mean, maybe there's a role for you indoors.
Very possibly, yes.
There's the indoor track at Sutton, so it's not too far.
Yeah.
Anyway, many
I am coaching a couple of athletes remotely, so that is keeping my hand in a little bit.
Okay. Well, anyway, many congratulations. Is there anything
Thank you very much.
To add, or?
Say again, sorry?
Is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, I just want to thank everybody that I've ever been involved with in coaching, through the club, through the county, through leagues. I've met some really nice people, some really good friends, and I hope to stay in touch with them as long as I can.
Okay. Thank you, David. I wish you all the best.
Cheers, Tony.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
It's been a great honour to be able to present this award. Being involved with junior athletics, it's really my life. And so without any more fuss, I'd like to advise that the runner-up for this award is Holly Platt of Blackheath and Bromley Harriers.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Holly. I'd just like to read a few things out about you. Holly has been the driving force behind the development of her club's social media activity across a range of platforms, and has continued to devise, create and edit dynamic content on all channels. This has been increasingly vital during the lockdown period, as many members relied on social media to keep in touch with club activities. Examples of her production talents are the popular live series in which notable club members, past and present, are interviewed live each week, and her lockdown running etiquette video, which was retweeted and reused by several organisations, both locally and nationally. Holly is also a valued competitor in the women's team, and also although a pole vaulter by preference, she is the utility player that all team managers long for, as she is quite able to complete successfully in sprints, long hurdles, steeplechase, triple jump and javelin, quite a range. She brings a sense of calm, enthusiasm and positivity to all her projects, and she's always willing to offer both her own ideas and assist in the development of others. And in addition to her role leading the social media team, which is so important at this time. It's a great pleasure to virtually present this award to Holly for her outstanding work and team ethic.
Thank you.
So I'd just like to ask you a couple of questions. You're obviously very talented in the social media field. How long have you been interested in this field, and how did you get involved with doing this for the club?
So we've been doing it as the club since I think December last year, and it kind of started from we went for the club Euros. We went to Portugal, and I did a kind of vlog thing for our group, but that was more just so that we had the memory of it. But then I was asked whether I'd be interested in maybe doing more of the social media stuff for the club itself, and it went from there. So we've now got we've got Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube, all under the same username of BB Harriers AC.
Oh, brilliant! And just moving on to your competitive instincts. Hopefully we're going to be back on track and field next year. So what will your goals be?
Pole vault, I'm aiming for hopefully to reach national standard, because I haven't been vaulting itself very long. Because I've done quite a few different events. Hadn't quite found the one I wanted to do yet.
All right, well, I'm sure you will. Anyway, thank you very much and well done, and congratulations on your award.
Thank you.
Moving on to our winner for this category, and that is Claire Ostrich from Blackheath and Bromley. Having a great evening, I think.
Hello, Jill.
So here's here's what your nominators have said about you, Claire. So Claire is embedded into the fabric of the Blackheath and Bromley community. A member of the Parents' Council and the House and Social Committee, her input to the committees is greatly informed from her experience as a carer and safeguarding lead in a school in Thornton Heath. These have equipped Claire with an awareness and empathy for members joining the club that can't always enjoy the luxury of unfettered access to the social aspects of the club due to the differing life chances they may have been dealt. While carrying out her volunteering, there are several other everyday things Claire gives her time to. She is an ever-present chaperone on trips away, such as the National Cross Country, Relays and YDL final trips. She also acts as a team manager assistant for the junior women's team on these trips to Europe, while dual hatting with her guarding hat on. Claire carries out the critical role of safeguarding officer, which she carries out in an intelligent, informed, empathetic and non-judgmental manner. This is a huge role for the club, the size of Blackheath and Bromley, record keeping, reviewing the status of volunteers, coaches and officials for regulatory checks, reviewing and informing the members of enhancements, changes and amendments to guidance from governing bodies. Claire is an adept and committed fundraiser. She has clever ideas for raising funds which are executed in a sensitive and engaging way, gathering in prizes from local businesses for raffles, organising kit sales, looking out for clothes rails in charity shops that can be used to display the items. Claire has begun training with a view to becoming an official. Such is her love of the sport and the community surrounding our local club. Claire is a valued officer of the club and a vice president since 2000. Claire can always be found at the club with a big welcoming smile on her face. Her love for the club and passion for athletics is clear, and she encourages anyone that shows an interest in volunteering without putting on any pressure. Claire is reassuring, understanding, and always extends a helping hand. She even goes on to organise social evenings for the young people that are missing a lot right now. A worthy winner of the Volunteer of the Year award. So well done and congratulations to you, Claire.
Wow. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm waiting to see you.
Oh. Hello.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you. How's your evening going so far?
Well, it's going very well. Now I've got a bit emotional. That was very nice. Lovely.
Thank you to the nominators. So I just have a couple of questions for you. Obviously, clearly evident there that you're a lady with many abilities. Can you share with us your passion comes from and why you invest so much time into the volunteering?
I started running primary school and loved the sport. I met my husband at the track 30 odd years ago. My children compete. I've always loved working with children and being with children, and I just enjoy it. To me, it's not volunteering, it's my hobby. And I've got lots of friends there, and I like helping the club and supporting it. It's just brilliant.
Don't get me emotional, Claire.
Oh, sorry.
I've done well up to now. And what would you say as your words of encouragement to others to volunteer?
Oh, it's just great fun. You know, I've got lots of friends there. It's our social, you know, down the club, down the track. It's our social event to see the kids, and especially recently, some of the opens since lockdown. Everybody just thoroughly enjoyed it, got involved. I think being outdoors and competing, and you know, everybody training and keeping it together. Well-being for your self-esteem. I think it's a great place to be, and I just enjoy it. And you know, if I didn't go down, I wouldn't see my husband or my kids either. So we're all down there all the time. So yeah, it's a great place to be.
It is a great place to be, and I think those who were not aware of the place but that we hang out most nights of the week are now aware and have almost encroached on our space, but we welcome them. So thank you and congratulations on your award this evening.
Yeah, thank you very much. Very honoured. Thank you.
Thank you.
Many
Hello
congratulations, Claire, your video.
Areas, and I just wanted to tell you a little bit about why we have nominated Claire for Volunteer of the Year award. Claire has been a fantastic volunteer for the club over the last few years. She's officially our safeguarding officer, and she's done a lot of work in that area to improve our procedures and policy, to recruit an additional safeguarding officer, and also to raise awareness of safeguarding issues amongst our coaches, officials and other volunteers. In addition to her safeguarding duties, she is also a fantastic fundraiser for the club. She set up the youth club. She was also instrumental in setting up the Parents' Council, which has been a fantastic initiative to enable the club to raise funds and to organise social events. And she's also a member of our House and Social Committee, so she's been organising social events and running kit sales, and as I mentioned, a fantastic fundraiser for the club. She's done so much for us over the last few years that we felt that we had to nominate her for Volunteer of the Year award. So good luck, Claire, and hopefully you'll bring that award back so that we can all celebrate. Thank you.
The runner-up for the Services to Athletics and Running award this year goes to John Baldwin of Blackheath and Bromley AC. If I tell you a little bit about John joined Blackheath and Bromley in 1955 and has been a member for an incredible 65 years. He was an outstanding athlete in his own right. In 1966, John won the Kent and South of the Thames cross-country championships. He finished 7th in the Southern and narrowly missed out on selection for the international cross-country. He's held the club steeplechase record, been World M45 10K road champion, National M45 cross-country champion, Southern Counties 10,000 metre champion, and Kent Vets cross-country champion. Since 1970, John has also devoted much of his energy to supporting his club, holding every club office from president to coaching secretary, chair of development to cross-country team manager, to mention just a few. John qualified as a timekeeper and has served for many years both at the track, travelling the country with the senior and junior athletics teams, and in all weathers at cross-country fixtures. Before handing over the award, I'd just like to read out this tribute from your colleagues at the club. John, you are a role model and an inspiration. And from your fellow committee members, athletes, volunteers and supporters, we wish to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all that you have done. John Baldwin.